What's going on, Internet? Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Stormcloud. This is pretty much the last figure to be released in RID's line in 2016, along with Blastwave, who's an Autobot. The figure transforms into a jet and is a very, very cool looking Autobot. Giving you guys a quick up-close look at the figure, you can see that he is modeled in blue, red, white, and black, and is actually very cool looking. A lot of detailing and molding going on there in the wings and the back. Head sculpt is quite nice, and that chest is excellent. It almost looks like this could be a Seeker mold for the cone heads later down in the line. I know we're going to be getting a Skywarp, probably a Thundercracker in Starscream's mold. As I said, the head sculpt is very good, very nifty, kind of Gundam-esque, kind of Gundam meets Transformers. I like it a lot. I think it's a really neat head sculpt. Well, the only minor issue that I have is some looseness in the hips, which, of course, it's a figure I bought. Of course it's going to have loose hips, but I can fix it. The figure comes with two guns. They do combine. The first gun is this little pea shooter, double barrel gun, and then the other one is this longer power rifle gun. They can combine, as I said, like so, or like this. So either one of the holes on the double barrel pistol can hold the larger gun in it. I kind of wish there was a way to flip this around, but unfortunately there isn't. It works fine. I appreciate that the designers molded in holders for the guns on the backs of the wings. This also works in vehicle mode. The figure's transformation is incredibly simple. If you have had any of the jets from Combiner Wars, you know how this is going to go. In fact, the transformation is almost exactly the same. Fold the fists into the forearms, straighten out the arms, put the legs together, open up the shins, collapse the upper legs into the lower legs, and then snap everything into place. Close that up, and then line up things on the back. Flip up the feet to just below the thrusters. Come to the back of the figure, fold down the nose cone, and fold out the wings. Straighten everything out. Collapse that on top of the robot head. Now you can just leave the robot head like this, or you can turn it around. The directions actually just have you do this. I do like to turn it around, but I'm not going to bother for the video review. And then bring the arms underneath the wings, and the area just behind the wrists will peg into what is the tops of the legs. And this is actually the hardest part of the transformation, because the plastic is a little bit weak on the very tops of the lower legs. They do flex a bit, so you do have to add a bit of pressure to it. Lastly, flip out the front landing gear, and we're done. Here's the plane mode. It works. I like it a lot. I think it's pretty cool. Only thing that I wish they did is added just a little bit of paint up here at the front of the fuselage near the cockpit to differentiate it from the rest of the plane. I would have rather it been blue as opposed to stark white. Oh well, I can change that myself. And also, I would add some more paint in other spots. I would like to go through with a little .005 hobby pen and actually do some of the panel lining here and in the front and the back, and add some more paint to the tail wings. Overall, though, I think it's a fine jet mode. As I said, you can hook the guns to the bottom of the wings with no problem whatsoever. Though with them being different sizes, it does look a little weird. And you can combine both guns, and shoot them at the camera, and put them at the top of the plane. That also looks a little strange. I feel that it is my duty as a toy reviewer to attempt a Gerwalk mode, with this being a jet transformer. Totally plausible, totally works, except for the fact that it's a little top heavy, so you have to use the big gun as kind of a third leg, but it works. And it works even better if you've got a Tamashii web stand. Something that I've found that's really nifty is a lot of these figures are now coming with pegs in the middle of their bottom of their crotches. The reason is, well, that's drilled out or molded that way so that there's less plastic used. But that's our gain, in all honesty, because if you've got a bunch of these, you can have a bunch of plane bots sitting on the top of a Tamashii web stand in any mode. Overall, Autobot Stormcloud is very, very cool. A little bit simple on the transformation, but otherwise is a really neat figure. I would love to see this repainted into some, or retooled into some Decepticon cone heads. That would be awesome. So gang, I think you should pick this one up if you see it. I got this one at Target. That seems to be the only place that has this figure right now. So they are restocking shelves, as this is now the, well, what date is this? I think this is the 30th of December that this was recorded on, and that's when this guy was purchased. So head over to Target if you can and see if you can pick him up. Thank you very much for watching this video review. As always, I am Baltmatrix, asking you to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.